Come on with it. Let's play that one more time. Let's play that one more time.
Disqualifying God using me like you so qualified for him to use you. I know I got issues, but the thing about my issues, I'm not hiding mine. You hide yours.
Are you hiding your issues? What's good, my people, my peeps? I told you I was going to come back on live later tonight because my live got deleted halfway. First, it got totally deleted. Then they brought it back onto the platform, onto my platform, and half of the live was deleted. But we're going to get into the discussion that I was talking about earlier today. But before we get into that discussion, let me see. I think I need some of my theme music. You know, I haven't been in the studio in a minute, but I think that I may need to pull up some theme music. So hold on. Let's get over here and get some theme music going before we get in here and give you guys time to come into the room, because I'm also going to be letting this be an open discussion tonight. So let me cue up some theme music real quick. Y'all hold tight. Let's see. We gotta get back into the studio, right? Whose house? Grab you a drink, some popcorn, sit back, and hold tight. All right, I think that did it for me. It's House Nicole. Keep it locked. So I wanted to come on tonight because of a comment that was made, and then another comment that was made. And so I said, I thought to myself, maybe I should make this an open discussion. So if any one of you all want to join the live, you can. And you can voice your opinion about what I'm getting ready to dive deep into. So what I'm going to do, first and foremost, let me see if I can copy this link again. Copy. I want to see if I can put it in the chat because I don't normally open up the live like I used to. So let's see. Paste that so I can go ahead and put that in the chat. So like I said, this is going to be an open discussion. If you join the live while I am still here, you have the opportunity to chime in and let me know what your thoughts are, okay? Hey, Tony, how you doing? How are you doing? So I am doing this live tonight. It is an open discussion. If you want to come on the screen and tell me, because I am open for correction. I really am. And so I got two comments, and I was trying to correct this person who commented on one of the videos that I did regarding gang stalking, and then I named it was a concept about gang stalking and race. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cue up the video so that people who are joining will actually know exactly what I'm talking about. So let me go and get back into the history, and you guys will know. This was just a concept that I had regarding what's going on, because for me, I have had Black men gang stalk me. So I was just given a concept. I'm going to show the video, and I'm going to break it down so you can understand why I wanted to address this comment. So what I'm going to do is turn this around so you guys can see. Before I started. Okay. So let me turn this around. Back view. Okay, before I make it larger, this is the actual video that caused me to come and reply to tonight. So as you can see in the title, before I make it big, it says gang stalking, concept, and race. Let me make it closer. Gang stalking, concept, and race. So, and I proceeded to talk about the different concepts. Let me see if it actually shows the comment on here, because you know how they do. They probably took the comment off. I might have to go, let's go into the studio really quick and see if the comment, oh, here it is. See how they do? Comments be on one video and then they don't be on the, let's see, they don't be on the rest of the videos. Have to go into the studio. So anyway, here we go. This comment was made by Summer Billiard. And if it's too small, I'm just going to try to read it for you guys. It says, I tried to follow you in the broadcast. I couldn't at all. There's nothing in the Bible about regeneration. As far as gang stalking goes, for us, TIs, it's not about color. It's about location, area, region, and accessibility. Anyone anyone who has a devil inside them can bring, oh goodness guys, it's hard to follow, uh adversary. And then it continues. I want to get down here, where right here, indentured servant. Indentured servants was not, was not, I think they want to say were not. Indentured servants was not slaves. It can, it cannot be compared in the slight to Black slavery in America. So I was not saying anything trying to compare Black slavery to indentured service, which one was the worst. But as you can see here, that's what was pointed out. Indentured servants, indentured servants was not slavery. It cannot be compared in the slight to Black slavery in America. There, they were under a contract. I believe I said that in my video. If Summer Billiard was paying attention, a contract for labor for a set time. Now I'm reading this because before I get into it, if you want to join in on this live, I'm readdressing this. Okay, this is being readdressed because I was told in a second comment, I don't like to be corrected, but that is not the case. Okay, we are treated like human beings. Where would I leave off? They were under contract for labor for a set time, but were treated like human beings. Our system of slavery was the most inhumane. And okay, so y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. And then at the end, take care, Nikki. Love your glasses. So I was like, okay, so that is on this video, gang stalking, concepts. This is dash, concept and race. Let me turn this back around. So we're going to get into this discussion tonight. Going to get into it. All right. Get y'all situated because I'm going to be going back and forth. I will be taking the camera back and forth, okay? Just so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about and why I felt that I should address that comment. Because with the comment Summer Billiard stated, obviously he or she, because I don't know if it's a female or if it was a female or a male, did not watch the whole video, didn't understand or don't understand the definition of concept, which was in the title. Before you even click on the video, it was in the title of the video. Concept, gang stalking dash concept and race. And like I said, I had addressed the issue of indentured servants. But before I get into breaking it down, let's go and find out what the definition of concept is. So let me get there really quick. Let me cue that up so this can flow. Okay, I want y'all to understand. I don't just go off on people. I try to readdress something that was brought to my attention. Now, correction is beautiful if you're truly trying to correct somebody, but this could be a gang stalker as well. So let me flip you guys around. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of back and forth flipping around because I want you guys to actually see and not just, hear what I'm saying to you all. I wish it was an easier way to do this. So, okay, let's pull up this video. You're gonna have to bear with me because we gotta get through the commercial. So, okay, let me get it back to the one. Okay, guys, so concept. Let's get the definition.
What are concepts? Starting with a basic definition, a concept is an abstract idea, plan, or invention in mind. It has features and it is used in reasoning. Now note that I said it is an invention in mind, so there is some neurological, a cognitive process that is at play. Concepts,
and let me break that down, what he just said. It's a theory in mind. If you've taken any science classes, a theory must be proven. Okay, you have a theory, then you have the scientific study of the theory to prove the hypothesis. Okay, so this is why we're going over the definition of concept, and which was stated in the title of the video from earlier this week.
For example, Freud proposed his psychodynamic theory where he looked at the id, the ego, and the superego. The id and the ego, those are concepts. The concept itself is not the theory. For example, Einstein's special relativity theory. Space is a concept. Time is a concept. Space by itself is not the theory. Concepts are studied across several disciplines. Concepts have a label and a definition. Although, even though I've stated that here, I will get into more detail about what I mean when I say it has a definition, and is that definition stable, and why should we define concepts? Concepts are the building blocks of our thinking and beliefs. Concepts have different levels of abstraction. They can be concrete. Now, here you can see I've got the word evil. Evil might be a more abstract concept, while something like a chair is less abstract. Concepts can be observable objects or just ideas that rely on conceptualization and abstraction.
Okay.
I showed you the chair.
So, you've seen that. I'm not going to go farther than that because that's basically what I was getting you to try to understand before that video earlier today was halfway deleted off of my platform. I mean, it's crazy. So let me turn this back around. So you heard the definition of concept. It's an idea. An idea, guys. An abstract idea in the mind of thinking people. So when the video that I made earlier this week, when I said gang stalking dash concept and race, these were not factual ideas. These were not factual. They weren't factual. This was a thought process. That is why I used the word concept. And that is why when I came back on live today, the video that was removed from my platform, then put back on my platform, but it's chopped up. Half of it is gone. You can't even hear my whole explanation. Even when I drew a picture and I said, if I was to take you all to a museum and we wanted to look at a flower in a pot, and I drew out a flower in a pot, and we went to a museum, and we were in the regular side of the museum, and I said, well, okay, here's the flower in the pot, but over down the hall they have abstract art, okay? And with that abstract art, concepts are abstract. Concepts are theories. Concepts are people who are using their cognitive abilities, their thinking power, okay? Just to give a theory out there, an idea, a hypothesis, okay? So if I took you down the hall and I said, we're going to go into another part of the museum, and I want to show you a flower in a pot. But this is abstract art, the concept of a flower in a pot. And you see this drawing now. It's not the same drawing as this one, which you may understand to be a flower in a pot. This is what we know as, can be defined as factual. We know what a flower looks like. We know what a pot looks like. This is the concept of that same flower in a pot. Kind of like it, but not exactly like it, okay? So, and you got that from the definition that was just played for you. Come on, school is in session. It is not the fact that correction is the problem. It's the problem is looking or going onto someone's platform and just listening to a broadcast. Well, not even listening, half-ass listening to a broadcast, and then writing almost a dissertation of the broadcast that you didn't even really listen to. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back to that broadcast because in Summer Billiard's two paragraph comment, he or she stated that or was trying to inform me regarding indentured servitude. Now, if he or she had really watched that broadcast that I did, they would have heard me say time and time again what indentured servitude was, and that this was a concept that I was putting together to give you an idea of a bigger picture that you could hypothesize about and make your own theories about and get your own mind to working, okay? So let me go into that broadcast, okay? I'm gonna turn around because I want you to see that it is the actual broadcast. I have actually also dropped the link tonight. So hopefully, maybe Summer Billiard might pop up, show up. Okay, so this is the broadcast that I am referring to right here. It says gang stalking dash concept and race. And Summer Billiard proceeded to give me the definition of indentured servitude. But as you can see and hear, I gave the definition in the broadcast.
Real quick. But they were in slavery. They were a poorer type of white folks from England, from Europe. Those were the folks that came over on the Mississippi to Santa Maria. Okay. Chinese folks.
Hold on, I think I passed a little bit. Let me scoot back. Let me scoot back a little bit.
There has not only been black folks in slavery, okay? We just got the worst type of slavery, cattle slavery.
Okay, did you hear that? I said black folks received the worst type of slavery. But nevertheless, this broadcast was not a debate on who received the worst type of slavery, Black folks or white folks. That was not the purpose of the broadcast. Okay, let me continue.
There's not been any other person, tribe, Israel, that has been in this type of slavery, right? White folks were it was called indentured servitude.
Pause for the cause. Pause. White folks, I said, were in indentured servitude. Okay? It was a form of slavery, but it was a contractual form of slavery. Let's continue.
And that was a form of slavery as well, but it was different than what actual Black people went through. Follow me with this, because they could actually work their time period of slavery off, and then be free and go on about their way and have a nice day, start a life, start something new, start a life, not what our form of slavery did. Were we able to do that or have a come up real quick? But they were in slavery. They were a poorer type of white folks.
Okay, so you heard that right on the broadcast. I don't know what. Let's go back to the comments. I do not know what broadcast Summer Billiard was listening to, where he had to inform me, or she had to inform me. Right, let's go right down here. Indentured servitude was not slavery. It's not it cannot be compared in the slight. First of all, I wasn't comparing it, okay, to Black slavery in America. They were under contract. Come on now. Did you not hear in the broadcast where I said it was a contractual slavery for indentured servitude? This is why I am readdressing this and making it plain for people to really listen to a broadcast before they want to give all of this insight on something that I've already went over within the broadcast. Okay, let's come up out of here and go back in to here. Oh, wait a minute. Before we come out, let's go back, because I'm going to move on from, we covered that. I said this was a concept from this broadcast titled Gang Stalking, Concept and Race. Okay, we went over what a concept was, the definition of concept. You see where I broke down the difference between cattle slavery, what African Americans, aka formerly known as Black folks, now known as Israel, went through, was the worst type of slavery. You heard me say that in my broadcast. Okay? Covered that. Now, here we go. I was also told that regeneration was never mentioned in the Bible. Nevertheless, I never said it was mentioned in the Bible. This was a concept, okay, of a talking points that I was giving at this time. So let me see if I can actually point out exactly where this person was saying that. Let me see. I tried to follow you. I couldn't. There's nothing. Oh, right here. There's nothing in the Bible about regeneration. Now, I never said that it was in the Bible, my people, my peeps. Let me turn this around. I never said regeneration was in the Bible. Get y'all back to the front real quick. Okay. So, I never said regeneration was in the Bible. I never said reincarnation was in the Bible. Nope, never said that, because these talking points were a concept. And if you read your Bible, if you understand your Bible, and you know at the end times that um, in a twinkling of an eye, you will be changed. If you have followed the commandments, if you have kept the laws, okay, you will be changed in a twinkling of an eye. Just like when Jesus came down, he got crucified, not sacrificed. He got crucified here, and he died here, right? His body died here. And if you're using your thought process, if you're using your brain to understand that I'm giving you a concept, you could have followed exactly the path that I was taking you down, and given a better, I don't know, comment than trying to give a correction to something that you're not correcting me about. So Jesus came down, died, was crucified. His fleshly body died here. Okay? When Mary Magdalene saw him again, he told her, when he was resurrected, he told her, "Do not touch me." Why did he say that? He said because he had not ascended to his Father, to our Father, the Most High, yet. So he could not get contaminated with the earthly sins, because his body had not ascended to the heavenly realm yet, so that he can get his body that is what was the word that I used? I want to say the right word. Our bodies here are corruptible, okay? Because we are born in sin and shaped in iniquity, okay? That is what Yahweh Shai did for us. He came down here as he's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He is the Word. Came down here into one of these vessels so that he can operate in this realm. Because you cannot operate in this realm as a spirit. You have to have the right fleshly suit to operate in this realm. He came down here, put on a fleshly suit that was born in sin like us, shaped in iniquity like us, and he walked the walk. He taught, he told you, you can do it like he did. He was crucified. His body, his corruptible body, was crucified and laid to rest. When he was resurrected to go ascend to his Father, he put on a incorruptible body. He put on his holy body again. His holy body it shines bright. Mary could not touch him, okay? Because he had not ascended yet. When you and I, if we are so blessed to follow the Most High and be changed in a twinkling of an eye, you will no longer have this body, this incorruptible body. You will have a body of incorruptibility. You will live forever. That is one of your promises, one of the gifts that you will have. Like I said before, spirits that are in us, the spirit that is in us, we do not die. You are a spirit, your body dies. So that is the concept that I was giving as far as regeneration, reincarnation. You are going to come back to this realm, but it is going to be made anew. Nothing is going to happen like it has happened before. This is the last, and I repeat, this is the last regeneration. This is the last time evil will reign here like it has been, okay? Like man will not rule this like it has been ruled, okay? And I don't want to go too deep into Revelation, but I want to give you the idea of regeneration and why I said regeneration, why I said reincarnation, because you're going to be the same spirit, but you're going to, this body, this fleshly body, that's going to pass away, but you're going to come back as the same spirit, but you're going to get a new body, a holy body, a incorruptible body, in a twinkling of an eye. Some men will not die. Some men will be alive. Men and women will be alive to see the coming of the King. Okay? And when he comes, when he cracks the sky, if you're changed, you're going to be changed in a twinkling of an eye. That is my point where I was trying to get your minds to go. Regeneration, reincarnation. You will be given a new body. So I want to finish out this broadcast with that very point about the regeneration, reincarnation, to give you an idea of a concept, okay? And maybe that'll open your mind to understand what a twinkling of an eye, being changed, being the same spirit, but a different body, okay? So I'm gonna get this queued up really quick so that you can hear and see that for yourself. Let me turn this around, camera. And then I'm going to address this last comment. So the last trump.
We shall all be changed.
Okay, this is the last trump, my people, my peeps. And so once again, understanding concepts. No, it did not say that you are going to be reincarnated in the Bible. No, it did not say you're going to be regenerated. But you have to understand concepts. If you're changed in the twinkling of an eye, if your body is changed, but you are the same spirit, you have been regenerated, reincarnated in a corruptible body, is the concept I wanted you to get and understand for my first broadcast. Here we go. This is 1 Corinthians 15, 51 through 53.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So it's pretty clear that he thinks that the resurrection of the dead...
Do you understand that? I hope you get that. I'm going to play that one more time for the people in the back, okay? They can't hear. A summer breeze. I want to play this. Summer billiard. I want to play this again for you so you can hear. I know I said you're probably still on milk and you don't understand the meat of it. You couldn't get the full understanding, the concept that I was given, although I used the words regenerated, reincarnated, because basically that's what it is. You'll have the same spirit, but you'll be changed in the twinkling of an eye. You will have to put on your incorrupt body, which is what you're walking in now, what you're talking with, what you're working with in this realm. That's your corruptible body. I'm sorry. Your corruptible body, which you have on now, this meat suit, which you have on now, will pass away. In a twinkling of an eye, you will be put on the incorruptible body, regenerated, reincarnated, the same spirit, but a different vessel, a much holier vessel, an immortal vessel. This is found in Corinthians. Let's go. Let's get it.
There's been a lot of debate about what the
Hold on, let me get to, so we don't have to wait.
That he thinks that the resurrection of the dead, sometimes called the rapture, will occur with a quote.
And we know there's not the rapture. Hold on.
Passages in which Paul mentions the last trumpet. 1 Corinthians 15, 51 through 53 says, Behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, For the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So it's pretty clear that he thinks that the...
Okay, let me turn this back around. Oh, before I turn this around, because I don't want to have to turn this around before I close out and give my summary of what was just mentioned. Let me go into the last comment. If it's still here. Let's see, let me get it. Let's play this. Oh, goodness. Hold tight. Play.
I'm tired of people disqualifying God using me like you so qualified for him to use you. I know I got issues, but the thing about my issues, I'm not hiding mine. You hide yours.
Okay, so I played that because under that particular, oh, look here, you see a comment. It's not on here. So let's see if I can go into, unless they deleted it. They may have gone back in and deleted it. Let's see. Well, you seen that comment was there. It is no longer. I was going over what we just went over tonight. Summer Breeze's comment. You probably can't read it here because it's small and it's blurry. What we just went over. But there was a comment left under this particular post. And it stated that you hate to be corrected. But it's now gone. Let me see if, let's see if it's still here. Just want to make sure. Let's go to comments. Oh, wow. It's gone. They removed that comment. They must have popped in and saw this broadcast and left because there was a comment. Let's go here and see. That was under this particular post right here. But now, as you saw that I went back and forth, it is gone. And that comment that has now been removed. Let me turn this camera back around. Let me get this. That's interesting. You know, sometimes you have to prove what it says. Prove all things in the Bible. Prove all things. Isn't that what it says? Prove all things. So you seen that last comment that I was getting ready to address stated, but now it's removed. But you see, there was a comment there. And I should have screenshotted it, but it stated, you hate to be corrected. And they must have popped into this broadcast and seen how I walked you through exactly what I said and every point that Summer Billiard pointed out, I had already stated. And I even gave you the definition of concept. It's an idea, an abstract idea, but nevertheless, it's based on some factual statements, but it gets your mind to thinking. It's a hypothesis so that you can prove your theory. Okay, so Summer Breeze wanted to give like a correction, and I am far from being the type of person who cannot receive correction. No, I'm the type of person that I feel that there's a problem when there is a woman on this platform, this YouTube streets, because I've seen it only on the YouTube streets, where if a woman has any brain cells firing off in her dome, that she must not be smart, it must be evil, she must be a Jezebel. And this comes from men and the truth. Okay, but I've also seen where people can watch your platform as a female, watch my platform as a woman, take talking points from us as females, men use them on their platforms, yet and still bash women and their intelligence and the use that God is using them. You see, that is my problem. That is my issue with this YouTube streets, because there has been men that have been very much hurt, hurt, um, and have come into the awakening, and the they're using their platform as coming to the awakening, but still using it as an oppressive tool regarding women, but using the intellect of the woman, but yet and still bashing the woman. So you can go back through this live and look at this live stream in its fullness, in its fullness, okay? And see, when I did a live earlier this week talking about gang stalking dash concept, and I gave you the definition of concept here in this live, concept and race. And I made it to where it would get your mind to thinking. But yet and still, facts live in that live. Only if you would put your mind to use. Only if you would stop looking for the wrong, for the negative. Only if you would read what's in the titles of people's broadcasts. You know, I don't even put as much information as I should when presenting a broadcast. I give you what I thought were simple titles so that you can read the title. If the title intrigued you, you would click on the broadcast to receive the message. But I now see that some people do not or cannot or don't have certain skills to process certain vocabulary words that are used in simple titles that I present to you all. I don't even go into my description and give you a full depth description of the channel and all of that. You know, this has been real quick fire information for you to take in. If you want to do deeper research, that is what I hope that I will get you motivated to do. But us and the world, as in society, we always are looking for the negative. We always are looking for the bad in someone. And so when I addressed the situation earlier today, and that broadcast was, first of all, taken down, and I came back on and I said, wow, because I had, before that broadcast ended, I said, I'm going to do a TikTok and show you guys the doggone comment with the TikTok. Before I even finished doing the TikTok and uploaded, they had took that broadcast down and it was deleted. I posted the TikTok anyway. I came back on this platform. I stated, wow, they deleted, y'all deleting, but we know as chosen ones, we know as targeted individuals, your videos, your emails, your text messages can be manipulated. They can make it seem like you've had a conversation with somebody that never happened, called someone that never took place. We know the manipulation and how deep the rabbit hole goes. But I wanted you all to know that I saw that they took down that video. And when they finally put it up an hour later, and it's still up right now, and I'm leaving it up, they chopped half of that video out. Half of that video is not there. And maybe because I showed cars that pulled up and the license plate that was on that car, Who knows? But half of that video is gone. It's no longer. But that video was just to come on and address, it's the first one was to address Summer Billiard and his or her, because I don't know what gender they are, their comments. And watching a video for 3 seconds and assuming that they knew exactly what I was talking about and had no idea, because everything in their comment I had addressed in my video. Like I said, I love history, so I'm a history buff. I know what indentured servitude is. I gave you the definition of indentured servitude within that broadcast, stating that it was a contractual form of slavery that white people endured. Okay, but the whole point of the video was gang stalking, concept, and race. And the key word that you all should have learned when in school, when they say key word, that word that stands out and tells you basically everything you need to know, was concept. We already know what gang stalking is. We already know what race is. In that title, gang stalking dash concept, and race. So that's what I was addressing. And then the video, the comment that was just taken down that you all seen, someone came back on and said, you don't like to be corrected. And that was not the case, but they obviously have been watching this live stream as I went through and showed you exactly what I said, what the definition of concept is. And I know Summer Billiard wanted to correct me and say, it doesn't say in the Bible about regeneration or regeneration or reincarnation. That was the whole point of the word concept. I never said in the Bible that it said it's in there about regeneration or reincarnation. All I wanted you to understand is 1 Corinthians 15, 51 through 54, I think it is, when the King of Kings and Lord of Lords returns, you will be changed in a twinkling of an eye. The concept, abstract thinking. Okay, thinking on a different level, thinking with a theory, thinking with coming to a conclusion. You'll be changed in a twinkling of an eye. Your body, because I keep telling you all, you are spirits. You are not this flesh suit. You are what's riding inside of this flesh suit. This corruptible body will be changed in a twinkling of an eye. And you will put on an incorruptible body. Wait a minute, hold up. You will put on an incorruptible body, an immortal body. Who will put on an incorruptible body? If the body is changed, this corruptible body goes away, and an incorruptible body is here. Who's putting on the incorruptible body? Your spirit. That's who. Your regeneration. You're regenerating. Okay? That was the concept I needed to get for you to think on your own. Your reincarnation. You won't be the same person. You'll be the same spirit. This corruptible body that you are rocking in now will go away if you're so blessed to get the incorruptible body. Do you feel me? Your spirit will receive an incorruptible body encased in an incorruptible body, regenerated, reincarnated. That was the concept. So I left the chat open, and there's a link. If you have anything you want to say while I'm on here, please don't wait till I go away and then try to put some bogus comment on. Be about it. Be about that life, and you're welcome to come into the room. I'm going to give you about a couple of minutes if anybody wants to come into the room, if they have something to say, if they feel that I was in the wrong, because I don't want no one to think that I'm not approachable or that I can't be corrected. That's simply not me. I just want this to be, I mean, if we're going to be people that are giving information, people that are sharing information, whether it be gang stalking or whether it be biblical or whatever it be, let's have let's have a logical discussion about it, okay? Not a discussion to where we always try to belittle. And this is what I'm seeing. Belittle a woman for having a thought process, but yet and still stealing and taking and flipping that woman's thought process, put it on male platforms, and then turn around and say how this female or that female can't take correction or can't, and it's bogus. It's absolutely bogus. So I see that there are 4 people in the room. I hope that if you just joined this broadcast, you can go back and see it in its entirety. And, you make your decisions on my information that I provide. And if it's information you feel that is bogus, state that, and I will readdress it. I will go back and I will research and I will provide my evidence, my sources, you see. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong, and I'll be the first to admit and state that I'm wrong. Okay? So, with that being said, no one wants to enter the room and, state their piece. I see comment has been removed. So, this was a recap about gang stalking, the concept, and race. And much, much love.